Why is Minecraft so medieval? Like, just look at this. Isn't this just perfect for making castles or fantasy towns or some other buildings? Even though the game itself never tells you to make certain buildings over others. Why is it then the case that the medieval slash fantasy style is one of, if not the most popular style when it comes to making buildings in Minecraft? There's just something in the environment of this game that makes it feel perfect for constructing medieval or fantasy worlds. You can definitely build any style of buildings you like, whether it be modern, sci-fi or anything else, and there are certainly many players who do this. Minecraft as a game does not restrict you. It's like a place where you are free to build whatever you like. It's a sandbox after all. It's not like other games where there are certain goals you have to achieve to progress in the game. Instead, it may not be completely wrong to say that Minecraft does not actually have a goal. Sure, you have to worry about gathering food and keeping yourself alive, but that's more like some minor requirements than actual final goals. There is no fixed way of losing or winning this game. There's just something about the style in this game that makes it perfect for making castles, towers, gothic churches, and small secluded passages that lead to some underground fantasy worlds. When I see a large mountain with a valley, my mind immediately goes to thinking about designing a small town in this valley with maybe a castle overlooking the town from above. And I'm definitely not alone in thinking this. Minecraft definitely has some real medieval slash fantasy vibes attached to it. The presence of magic, wizards, enchanting items, dragons, portals to different dimensions, an underworld with monsters, creepers and zombies. All in all, Minecraft definitely resonates with a fantastical and mythological world. A lot of people, including myself, love this aspect of Minecraft. And it could have been the reason why so many people feel so deeply attached to this game. Though there is a challenging aspect to this game, and many people play it for these challenges, there is also another side of this game that I will be primarily discussing today, which is the cozy aspect of this game. It's hard to say whether Minecraft is a cozy game or not, but for many people, it has acted like one. Making your base in the woods, collecting resources, and managing a farm, plus the beautiful music and environment, all make Minecraft feel like a cozy game. But for me at least, Minecraft does not feel like any other cozy game. There's just something that hits different about Minecraft. Well, just so you know, I play in creative mode most of the time, and I spend most of my time just making different buildings or exploring the world. Many people play this game with their friends or online servers, but I prefer to play alone. There's just something different about playing alone and making your own base in the middle of nowhere. But recently I've been thinking, why do I feel so comforted by Minecraft? Why do I like placing some random blocks here and there? It could be nostalgia, but I do not think I'm old enough for being nostalgic to something, and I didn't really play Minecraft when I was like 10 or something, so it's not nostalgia. Then what is it? There are many other games that I can play beside Minecraft. Then why Minecraft only? Maybe the answer to this lies in the essence or the mode of technology in Minecraft, and how this mode or essence of technology is different from the essence of technology in our real world. Martin Heidegger was a German philosopher who emerged as one of the most influential philosophers of the 20th century. Though he is a controversial figure because of his political beliefs and associations, it cannot be denied that his impact on philosophy and culture has been profound. For our purpose here, I will be discussing his essay that he wrote, The Question Concerning Technology. In this essay, Heidegger tried to understand what technology is, or more specifically, what the essence of this thing we call technology is. This essence for him stems from what Plato calls the idea. To understand this, let's take an example. So, there are different types of trees. An oak tree is different from a sakura tree, an apple tree is different from a palm tree, and even within the same species, every individual tree is different from each other. But despite this, we put all these different beings into a one unifying term, trees. This is the idea of a tree. It is the concept around which possible manifestations of that concept might manifest themselves. This idea of a tree is something that is the essence of what a tree is. It is how we go about unifying so many different species of trees under a common name. So Heidegger is trying to do the same for technology. He's trying to find this essence of technology. What is it that binds all these various things that we call technology under a unifying term? Now, according to our normal everyday definition, technology is a means to an end, a tool through which humans solve various problems. But for Heidegger, this explanation is not complete. He is not satisfied with it. For him, technology is not just a means to an end. According to him, when we talk about technology, we have to talk about causality, a cycle of cause and effect. A cause causes an effect. In Western philosophy, as he says, there are basically 4 types of causes. These are causa materialis, which is the material used for the production. There is causa formalis, which is the image of what that end result or end product should be. There is causa finalis, which is the motivation or the impetus for forming that object. And finally, there is causa efficiens, which is the actual creation of that object. Heidegger was dissatisfied with this list. For him, why are there only these 4? Why not 5? In questioning this, he comes with the term poiesis, which refers to the creation of something new, something that is separate from yourself. It is to take your ideas from your mind and bring forth these ideas in real life, which means that it is not just the causes that are important, but also the end result, the effect, the bringing forth, which is important. This means that technology is something that encompasses both the cause and the effect. Technology, in this sense, is revealing. It is bringing ideas to the real world. If you think about it, in real life, we have certain resources like coal, wood, etc. that we can shape and transform to bring forth many other objects from them. This means that everything around us has the potential to become something else. For example, think about how many ways we harness a tree to make so many different things out of it, and people in the future will bring forth even more new potentials from them. Now here is where things get interesting. Heidegger now differentiates bringing forth in the modern world from bringing forth in older times. Bringing forth of technology in the older days was very much linked with the work of an artisan. In the pre-industrial age, an artisan would have certain raw materials, and through them he would create different objects like a chair, a cup, or a knife. This process allowed for a deeper connection between humans and the objects they created. Bringing forth is not about changing the inherent qualities of an object. Objects in the world have a potential in them, and humans by their actions can bring forth these potentialities. When an artisan takes a piece of wood to make a chair out of it, he does not completely alter the qualities of the wood, but instead brings out the texture, the color, and the feel of the wood. There's a kind of a mutual understanding between the artist and the material. Take for example a traditional windmill. A windmill generates power without forcing itself on nature. It does not coerce nature or impose itself on the functioning of nature. Rather, it moves with the flow of the wind. There is a certain harmony between nature and the windmill. This harmony lets the potential of the windmill, which is the energy produced by the windmill, to come forth. For a long time in history, humans have moved and shaped themselves in harmony with nature. This, of course, does not mean that people in the past didn't cut down trees or dig up mines or make castles or some other big projects. They obviously did everything that sometimes really damaged the environment. But they still kept a certain sense of respect for nature. This is evident when you look at how many cultures worldwide used to believe that natural forces like rain, thunder, and rivers had divine powers associated with them. They are often portrayed as gods and goddesses, and nature has a divine sense attached to it. Compare all this with modern technology. As Heidegger puts it, modern technology is also a bringing forth. But it is not like the bringing forth in poiesis. Instead, he views modern technology as a challenge. He says, modern technology puts a challenge on nature. It does not respect its boundaries and demands a destructive amount of exploitation. It challenges nature to what it is not. It's a kind of an opposing force, which does not follow in harmony with nature. It is the perfection of the bringing forth. Let's take our old example to digest all this. So, a windmill flows in harmony with nature. A coal mine, on the other hand, dominates nature. It demands from nature the amount of resources that are destructive to it. Rather than keeping our consumption in check, we extract a lot of resources at a single time, far more than nature's capacity for regeneration. In older days, humans used to extract resources, but they did not do in the same way as we do it now. At least most of the time, they did in a way that allowed nature to keep a certain balance. But with industrialization, we are suddenly extracting so many resources at a time that the natural cycle that has been keeping this fragile balance for thousands of years is now getting disturbed. Instead of working with nature, humans have come to dominate it and shift it according to their needs and desires. Modern technology does not respect the inherent qualities of the materials in nature, but instead transforms them to match its own desires and needs. Heidegger uses the term inframing to describe this. Under modern technology, things in nature lose their connection with us and are just mere resources for us to extract. It not only changes our relationship with nature, but it also changes how we view the world around us. Under these conditions, the natural world is no longer treated in the same way as it used to be. Instead, things in nature turn into mere objects, maybe even less than objects. Because we have this urge to store things for the future, objects in the world are extracted not only to serve present needs, but also to fulfill future needs. This turns nature into a standing reserve, where nature loses every sense of being in it and turns into almost nothing. So the process for this is, first, unlock the nature's energy. Second, transform it. Third, store that. And second, distribute. And after this process, the nature of that object is altered. The inherent qualities and the inherent nature of that particular object is not the same as it is used to be. In this process, modern technology does not just affect nature, it also changes the way we see and experience the world around us. The way we see the world changes depending on the type of technology we are a part of. For example, a medieval peasant would look at a beautiful lake and think about how beautiful God's creations are. A poet might see that place and write a poem about the romantic beauty of that scene, whereas an industrialist would see that place and think about constructing factories or power plants. An influencer, on the other hand, would think about all the likes and the comments they will get from posting a story about this place. In a reality in which everything is turned into objects, it's not too late when humans themselves start to become objects, run by and used by other humans who are themselves run by other humans. Because humans are also a part of the natural world, and nothing is stopping anyone from applying the same rules to humans as well. People are not seen as individuals with different personalities and needs. Instead, communities are replaced by human resources that are required to fulfill the tasks that they are provided. The whole lives of these people revolve around maximizing productivity and yielding more profits. Even all the luxuries and benefits are indirectly aimed at increasing the productivity. Nature in this way gets detached from all the divinity it once was associated with. Life and nature are turned into these brute, coldly rationalized rules that everyone has to follow regardless. The spontaneity and uncertainty are not something that is very much appreciated in this mode. Instead, everything is mechanized and set to provide the desired outcomes. It is not like the craftsmanship of an artist who works with nature. Modern technology instead imposes itself on nature and shapes and bends it according to its needs. Heidegger also believes that even modern science is influenced by it because it seeks to rationalize everything through its laws and understandings. This also explains why Heidegger did not like using a typewriter. But does that mean that Heidegger rejects modern science? No, he does not. He does not disagree with modern science. He disagrees with this idea that the only way of experiencing reality is the one where humans order nature and shape it according to their desires. He does not promote a minimalist approach to life. Instead, Heidegger himself did not think that we should renounce modern technology because this would mean that we are in a way putting ourselves higher up in nature and deciding its fate whether to use it or not according to our needs. I can't help but see some of these relationships with Minecraft. The type of technology used in Minecraft is anything but modern. Players gather resources by chopping trees and mining, all similar to older times. Initially, we don't even have tools, but by gathering and assimilating things, we make different tools out of them, and through these tools, we make other things. Notice how all these tools in Minecraft are pre-industrial, and some of them are even magical. There are no high-tech machines in Minecraft. You can make them by yourself, but this still requires some adjustments and playing around with the given tools and elements. At its core, Minecraft is pretty medieval. The villages in Minecraft are like the villages in pre-industrial era. The weapons, the trading systems, and many other things in Minecraft are quite old. Maybe that's the reason why constructing medieval or fantasy buildings in most of the biomes just feels right. They go well with the overall environment of the game. While you can build a modern city in Minecraft, and many people do as well, but it requires a lot of transformation. And that's maybe fine, you can build modern buildings and maybe a whole city, but that's not the issue that's here. It doesn't matter if you are making a medieval castle or a modern city. The mode and the approach you will take to build and interact in Minecraft are different from how you will interact in real world. At the start of this video, I was discussing about the cozy aspect of the game, but then I asked why Minecraft felt so cozy, and now I think I have the answer to it. According to Heidegger, freedom is not when we start to take whatever we want, but instead, real freedom, as he says, is when we respect the inherent qualities of the objects. And we can see some of these ideas in Minecraft. There are not many ways of changing how a certain material looks. You have to just make the best use of its inherent qualities to get the result you want. Of course, you can download mods, but let's just keep that aside. We are not talking about mods or anything. So because you are making everything by yourself, there is a connection between you and the materials you are using. It's not like in real life where everything is handed out to you or everything can be altered to fit your aesthetics or style. It can be argued that the way of extracting and storing resources in Minecraft is similar to what we do in life. We dig mines and cut trees to gather resources or make buildings. We do this both in real life and Minecraft. How is then there is a difference? But I think there is a small difference between them. As we discussed earlier, modern technology puts forward a challenge to nature to extract more and more resources without concerning about the beauty of that place. But in Minecraft, how a place looks is very important. If you want to build something, you have to take care whether that place looks good or not in Minecraft. That's the reason why you are even making that building or castle or whatever you're making. On the other hand, in real life, we give special importance to the logistics and rationality of things. In Minecraft, the prime focus is on the aesthetic part. The reason to extract resources in Minecraft is to make the projects we have in mind. The positioning of bringing forth resemble how people in medieval or ancient ages used to gather resources. This is different from the extraction of resources in real life, where the primary focus is on making profits and storing for the future. Well, I do think that Heidegger did not succeed in explaining what is the real difference between extraction in older times versus in modern technology, but still he put this theory of freedom and on how things were different back then. What we do in Minecraft is not for making profits. You are not gaining any profits in Minecraft if you're not an influencer or a game developer. The focus is on beauty. It's not about money, but instead it's about beauty. The reason why I and maybe many other people play this game is because it's just beautiful. I can create things I like without caring about anything. There are not even any physics laws that I have to care about. There is no gravity in Minecraft. Like, there is gravity, but there is no gravity for the blocks that you place. So it's kind of different from real life, There are no land laws or any other laws in Minecraft. The world of Minecraft is just almost alien to the concept of individual property. There are hardly enough people in it to have such laws. You can just go anywhere to build anything and no one is going to just care about it unless you are on a server. That's a whole different thing. But if you're playing solo, you do not have to worry about, anything. It's just your wish. You can make anything, anywhere. Nobody's going to stop you. It's like you are just thrown into a jungle and you have to figure out how to survive. But no, I do not think that Minecraft is a jungle simulator where the core focus is on survival. Minecraft is not an uncivilized, deserted world. There are many villages across the map with many temples and other signs of civilization. These signs indicate that there may have been at some point some big civilization. But now, due to some reason, there's just nothing other than just some ruins and some small villages that are just left by their own. Even these ruins do not indicate a futuristic modern civilization, but they resemble more like an ancient or some kind of magical/fantasy civilization. It could be said that the world of Minecraft is a world where modernism never occurred. Science as we know it does not exist in Minecraft. Instead, it's just a world of magic, where fantasy elements are not just a thing of myth. There are dragons, zombies, creepers, portals, magical potions. There's everything. This magical world is different. It is not bound and reduced to the laws of science. Now, if all this is true, that we feel so attached to this game is because we feel some kind of nostalgia or some kind of attachment to the older ways of technology. Then what does this say about our world? We see in Minecraft the type of world where life is not entirely reduced to the fixed rational explanations, where the highest good is not to achieve more and more productivity and profits, where nature is not destroyed every day in the name of progress, where life is not detached from the nature around us, where humans and nature work together in harmony. If this is the reason why so many people find Minecraft so comforting, should we not consider what we really value in our lives? It may be even true that we don't need a million things to be happy. Maybe all we need is a simple, quiet life. Is this really true? Well, of course not. What were you even expecting from me? To come up with a definitive answer to all your problems? And I just realized how ironic all this is when you consider that this whole game is designed around codes and computers. Well, this was an interesting video to me. I hope you enjoyed it, so I will talk to you later. Bye!